There we go. Okay, why do circumstances not matter? Because what you're seeing outside of yourself is already a played out story. Like it's already dead. It doesn't matter. So when you're choosing a new story, that is what's true. So it cancels out whatever you've experienced. I don't care if your SP blocked you, called you ugly, say he don't want to be what you said, that he wants to pick somebody else over you. If you're choosing that, now you're in the reality where you and that person are together. That has to happen no matter what. I saw this Reddit post saying this girl was listening to subs and it didn't work for her. Well, that was just her assumption. Me and my SP are back on talking terms. We're taking things slow, but I keep getting anxious over text. If you keep saying you get anxious over text, you're going to continue to be anxious. I'm visualizing life with my SP. I'm having so much fun with it, period. Her dad became so pretty and she was listening next to him. How does that happen? Well, that's probably her assumption that subs work for people and works for other people besides her. That was just her assumption. Is the 3D always old? Yes. Whatever you see outside of yourself is an old story. The new story is inside of you, internal. Hi, I need a car before July 3rd. Do I say my parents buy one? Yeah, you already have a car. Do you have opinion on tarot readers? Tarot readers just reflect your current state. If you don't like it, you can change the story. Opinions on sub in general? No, there's not a single sub in this world that has any type of actual power. The power is inside of you. You're giving that sub that power when you listen to it by assuming that it works. That's all you're doing. All subs are the same shit. How to manifest weight loss. I have a vacation at July 9th. Well, you have perfect weight loss. Like you lost all the weight you want to lose by that date. Everything is perfect. Do you have any tips and advice for manifesting someone you've never actually talked to? It doesn't matter if you never spoke to them, they don't know them, never seen them in real life. They're yours if you say they are. It's the same shit. How is the 3D the old story when it's also the reflection of my current self? Because once you see something, it's played out. It's gone. That's just the old. Like the new story is internal. It's what you're choosing. It's who you're choosing to be. That's the new story. The old story is outside of you. That's why this is what you guys do. You'll tell yourself, okay, you know what? I have what I want. I made this decision. Then you'll instantly look outside in the 3D and you're like, okay, where is it? What all you're doing is bringing that old story back in a new moment and you're reaffirming that so it can keep happening. And that's why you guys are in loops of not seeing what you want, because you keep looking for proof in the 3D. You keep relying on the 3D to tell you if you have something or not. And the 3D is waiting on you to decide that you have it. 2 days is my birthday and I don't see my manifestation. Do I just stay in identity? You already have it. If any girls want to manifest the SP, manifest Drake give you 20K. That is amazing. You helped me manifest my SP. Congratulations. How do you know your desire is guaranteed? Because you said so. Who else in your reality is making decisions besides you? Nobody else. I think I have. I don't remember. I think I did listen to her video. I don't remember. I'm affirming we are together, but it gets so boring. I low-key don't want him anymore. Okay, well, you don't have to keep manifesting him if you don't want to. You could just say he's pursuing you and he wants you. You guys always don't have to manifest a relationship out of these people if you don't want a relationship. Sometimes y'all just want these people to want y'all. Can physical change happen overnight? It doesn't have to be gradual. Yes, it can be overnight. Oh, is your birthday today or is it in 2 days from now? Oh, 2 days. I read that as 2 days from now is my birthday. Happy birthday, girl. But I don't see my manifestation. Yeah, stay in identity. You already have it. It's yours. But happy birthday. Oh, who? Damn, it's everybody's birthday today. Oh my gosh, happy birthday. Manifesting, moving to a new school. Oh my God, I already love it so much. Keep getting excited. Exactly. If I feel anxious about things, does that mean it'll manifest? No. Any tips on manifesting a DM from celeb tonight? The celebrity already DM'd you. Tips on what to distract yourself when waiting and thinking about manifestation all the time. It's you don't have to control what you think about. You can think about it. It doesn't matter. As long as you know that you already have it, you're good. Hey, so I'm having problems with my ego. I hope my desired identity, then bam. What if it never is? Okay, well, stop listening to the ego. Just because the ego is telling you that you don't have something doesn't mean you have to control it. You don't have to control the ego, y'all. I want a car before the summer ends. Tips, please. You already have the car. Can I not study if I'm manifesting getting accepted into my dream university? You don't have to. It doesn't matter if you study. It doesn't matter if you don't study. You're still going to get there. Tips on how to get rid of anxiety on what you're manifesting. Say you don't have anxiety on it. But you don't have to control your anxiety because your anxiety has no power over you. YouTubers. The only YouTubers I watch or I used to watch that are about manifestation was The Power of I Am on YouTube. Yell at me. I don't feel like yelling right now. No shade. Should I act like you don't have to act as if, you don't have to think as if, you don't have to do anything, because if you had it right now, would you be trying to act as if or think as if? No. Manifested getting a huge amount of money in a month and got it in 4 days. Of course, I did. Exactly. Tips on how to make a SP confirm. I keep manifesting contact. You're manifesting contact with a version of him that you don't want to experience anymore. Instead, stick to just having him overall. You don't want the fucking cheese part of the burger. You want the entire burger. So stick to having him. Your source. All it is just you're just picking a story where you guys are together. That's all you're doing. And stick to that no matter what you see, feel, or experience. This is recorded, yes. But when I think about it much, I tend to doubt more. That's just your assumption. If you continue to say that, then that's what's going to continue to happen. Do you think that detachment once confirming it's mine is good? You don't have to detach. You know, if because a lot of people think like, oh, okay, how do I detach? How do I not care about it? Why would you be trying to not would you be trying to detach if it was already here? Look at it like that. However, SP is a whole different conversation. That was the reason for the breakup. It doesn't matter. See how you just made that story? SP is a whole different conversation. You just told yourself that. Who was saying that besides you? That past moment doesn't even exist anymore. I should stop manifesting after 21 days after getting rid. You're always manifesting. So basically what you're doing is after 21 days, you're choosing to not have it. How can I speed up my manifestations? Say that you manifest fast. I just intervened with my manifestation and wrote to him, but he blocked me. I regretted it and deleted. It's okay. You still have him. Doesn't matter. I have been trying to reality shift, but the 3D is really bothering me. If you keep saying that, the 3D is going to continue to bother you. You have to know that you have it while in the face of it showing that you don't. I know I have money, but I feel like I'm waiting for it to appear. If you keep saying that, then yeah, it doesn't matter how you feel. It matters what you're claiming to be true. If you continue to say you're waiting, then you're waiting. If you say you have it, you have it. Should I stop studying? I'm tired. Yeah, you can. You don't have to. If you have the assumption that you don't have to study in order to get what you want, you don't have to study. That's my assumption. I don't know if this is the right way of thinking, but I want to just shift it to a reality where I got everything. Say that you have everything right now. You're in desired. You're in your desired reality right now. That's where you are. That's everything is true right now. Totally related, but you read at a pace that tickles my brain. Yeah, I don't know how, but like I'm a very fast talker. Like I'm a very fast talker. How I manifest my dream university? You got in your dream university. It's hard to believe though. You're trying to believe. Why are you trying to believe when you already have it? Can I also act like text somebody if I want to have it? You don't have to act like anything. You're just doing shit for no reason. Happy Sunday, yes. How do you improve belief? I could say something about I don't believe it. You don't have to believe it. You're the best, Sean. Thank you for all your lives and content. You make it so easy to understand. You're welcome. I like the shape of my window. You like my window. Thank you. Have you ever manifested money? I manifested 18K. Well, the largest sum of money I manifested in a week at the age of 18 was what, like 2.5K in a week. And I manifested a constant source of money. So I don't go a day without making money. Would you recommend reaching out while manifesting an SP? Would you do that if you still had them? Out of thin air? Necessarily, my source of money happened out of thin air. Technically, everything. It depends on your definition of out of thin air. Yes, I just decided I made that money. Have you ever manifested anything academically? Yes, well, I did manifest a full ride to a college I didn't want to go to, like a full ride, tuition paid for, everything. Manifested scholarships to the college that I'm currently attending. Well, planning to attend in the summer. What else? I would say the whole thing how I've never studied since 8th grade, but that's just something that like that is a manifestation. I guess I manifested that before I found out my manifestation, but not even I guess I know I did. Good question. What happens when you're manifesting an SP who doesn't know you? How does he feel? You're choosing to you're choosing fuck, I don't know why you're choosing to be that version of yourself that is naturally going to have that SP. So this is what you guys need to revert to. Anybody who's manifesting an SP, please, for the love of God, stop worrying about what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're doing, because all you're doing is just choosing to not have them at that very moment, because you're trying to send in positive thoughts with thought transmission. Let's make him think about me. Let's change his mind. Let's change the way he feels about me with affirmations. No, choose the story where you guys are naturally together, so you don't have to do any of that bullshit. You're just making it harder for yourself. While you're sending those positive affirmations, trying to change his mind, what are you doing? You're aware that you don't have him. What major do you choose? Mechanical engineering. I'm traveling in 2 weeks. I'm coming back engaged. Congratulations. No, he doesn't know my existence. LOL. I do thought transmission. Doesn't who's saying that? Who's saying he doesn't know your existence? No, you just affirmed that. You just claimed that to be true. He doesn't know you now. That's literally what I do. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's literally what I've been doing, Shelly. I don't want a relationship. Like, if I want a relationship, I can probably go text somebody and be like, "Hey, I'm ready," and they'll be like, "Okay," and we'll be together. But at this very moment, I don't want a relationship. A guy I'm seeing say he wants to try and work out with his ex. So I just yes, he already had you. He doesn't want to do that. He's with you. Why would he choose his ex over you? I have big problems with my 3D. What should I do? You don't have big problems. Everything is perfect for you. I feel like sometimes you know that you don't need to do anything, but sometimes it's boring. I understand that, but I feel like it's better to be a little bored than to. I mean, here's the thing: if I am to the point where I am bored, to where I'm going to want to do robotic affirmations, that's one thing. But I'm never. I don't. I'm not going to let y'all get to the point where you feel like you need to do methods. That's another thing. It's not bad to do methods. It's just that when you get to the point where you feel like you need to do them, no, we don't do that here. You don't have to think about it. Do you assume it's yours and do nothing? Literally, I don't work to get anything. And that sounds so like privileged, but like that's just me. Like I've chose that story. Like I've used to be someone who felt like I had to work hard for everything, and now I'm not. I don't have my YouTube channel. It's go to my stand store, and it should be the YouTube link right there. How would I manifest a text from someone I want romantically? You guys are together. The text is gonna come. That creator who said manifestation is disgustingly boring and easy. No wonder we overcomplicate it. Exactly. I feel like having the feeling of needing to do methods indicates that you don't have it. I feel like I've had the feeling to do methods a lot, like especially when I transitioned from doing that to just doing nothing. I've had that feeling, but feelings don't matter. So I just knew that. What made you choose mechanical engineering? Honestly, I am really good at math. And I remember I saw a girl said, "Yeah, I was good at math. I didn't know what to do. I picked mechanical engineering and I'm rich." I was like, okay, that's what I'm doing. But I told myself that like 2 years ago. Also feel like shifting is just a technique. What do you think about that? I feel like shifting, I feel like I could see why, but I don't think so. I think it's just like how to like be ingrained in the identity like immediately, like at this very moment, like how to dissolve that resistance to having it at that very moment. I think that's what shifting is for. And what's your thoughts on being sourced? Everything's just coming from you. You've only been experiencing you. But it's like a more intense just a version of deciding you have it. It's not really a technique. Techniques are something that you like have to kind of repeat, I would say. I don't think it's a technique, babe. I felt doubtful because someone I know mentioned the 3D circumstances is final. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what they said. How do I deal with constant stress of waiting for manifestation to be perfect? Well, here's the thing. Are you telling yourself you have it, or are you agreeing with that stress? It's just a feeling. Are you letting it have power over you, or what? Yes, you can manifest a celebrity crush. Hold on, let me go scroll up. People watch that thinking it's mandatory. Exactly. I don't know when I said that. Like, I don't know. Remember me saying it was mandatory. I don't remember saying like, oh, like you have to do this. You want to manifest fast, girl. Haven't done that in like 2 days. But once I like do it more, I'm definitely gonna open up a service for it. I can see myself doing like shifting coach. Like I would do like my regular coaching still, but on the side, I would have like shifting coaching. Like, but it would probably last like a day or two. It won't be long, but it will probably be like the same price as like a 3 day coaching or a 5 day, but it will only last a day or two. Like the first day is where we like just learn, where I like teach you about it and then we do it. And the second day is like the follow up, like, okay, like how is everything, like keeping you in that identity and stuff like that. Making sure that you did it right, things like that. Yes, you can manifest whoever you want, y'all. I don't know. Y'all have to stop looking at celebrities as like these aliens that came from a different planet that are on Earth that you have to do more when you want to manifest them. They're just people. They're just people. You're just picking a story where you and that person are together. People have dated Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever his name is, before. So why can't you? What's the difference from them and you? How do I manifest money if to manifest I have to act? You don't have to act as if. I get that people tell y'all that, but y'all have to understand if you're going to, okay, if you want to get out of the loop that you are currently in, where you're feeling with manifesting, you feel like nothing is working, you feel like you're doing so much but getting little, you have to drop whatever those old coaches told you. If you want to use this approach, you have to drop what they told you. That means dropping acting as if. That means dropping feeling it real. That means dropping the whole belief, dropping robotic affirmations. That means dropping, well, not dropping that necessarily, dropping the need to do that, dropping the whole controlling your thoughts, dropping the whole flipping your negative. You have to drop that. If you want to get out of that loop that you're in, you have to drop it. Not saying that the people who practice that are in a loop, but I'm saying obviously you guys are, because that's why you're here. Like, it's a reason why you're here. Yes, you can manifest Megan Fox. How do you deal with the feeling like you're waiting on your manifestation? It's just a feeling. Are you going to let it dictate you or what? You can just assume not all celebs are like Diddy. Instead of saying it has to show up, should we just say it's here? It's already here. You already have it. It's what you're experiencing right now. Like, you are claiming that to be true right now. You are the author of your own reality, nobody else. So who is stopping you from telling yourself that you have that thing right now? What happens if me, Mary Beth, are trying to manifest John John? Well, if you and Mary Beth are trying to manifest John John, you and Mary Beth will both get John John, just in both separate realities. But since it's in your reality, you have the perspective. You can only perceive things from your perspective. So if you successfully manifest him and you experience Mary Beth not manifesting him, that is your truth. That's it. That's your reality. You will never be able to experience Mary Beth actually manifesting somebody, because Mary Beth is only somebody appearing in your awareness. Oh, that sounded good. I like that. I forgot talking about Lil John John. Act as if doesn't mean you already know you have it. No, what I mean, already know, like, just live your life and do whatever the fuck you want to do, like, because you already have it. You don't have to do anything to get it. You're getting rid of that need for it. You're getting rid of that effort, because there's no effort. Would you be trying to put in effort if you had it? No. I think I'd be doing that. Like, I script, like, um hold on. I think I've been doing that. I script and I'm like, it will show up. Well, I mean, in my opinion, I've said things like, oh, it's gonna happen, like it will happen, like it has to happen. Like, I've said that, but like, I had that knowing, like, this is who I am, like, this is my identity, this is who I'm choosing to be in this present moment. Like, I've known that, but I would say, like, oh, it's gonna happen because that it has to happen eventually. Does dreaming about my SP in the third party, what does that mean? Doesn't matter. You can give it a positive meaning. Oh, it doesn't matter because he's already mine. Dreams don't have any meaning unless you give the dream meaning. So I can manifest getting large sums of money without effort, most definitely. Can you look at Serena Page and Cordell from a manifestation perspective? I low key have to rewatch season 6 because I remember it, but I don't remember everything about season 6. Please talk about the feeling lazy in the 3D if you feel like you have everything in the 4D already. It doesn't matter if you feel lazy. You can just, that's just a feeling. But you guys need to stop trying to disconnect the 4D and the 3D. It's all the same shit. When did you stop caring about time and how I tell myself I don't care about time? You can change your mindset whenever you want. You don't have a fixed mindset. Ugh, girl. Why do you always come in when I'm on live, loser? Do. Should I say how it? I should say how it did not. Wait, what do you mean? How did it? Oh, like, okay, like the same way you can manifest tangible things in 3D, you can change the way you think. That's something I realized by myself. Like, I was like, okay, I'm always focusing on time. I'm always focusing on the 3D. How do I stop doing this? But then I'm like, wait, can I just assume that I don't focus on time? And then I just did it. And now I don't give a fuck about time. Like, I don't even track how long it took for something to manifest. Like, I don't do that anymore because I just don't give a fuck about time. Okay, so basically I got movement from my SP, but more doubts started getting in. It doesn't matter. The doubts don't have any power over you. But then, do you want movement or do you want the full thing? SP being mad at me because he believes a lie and blocked me. Well, your SP doesn't actually believe anything. You're assuming that they believe that lie, so they're going to continue to believe that lie. So if you want them to continue to believe if you want them to continue to believe that lie, keep assuming that they believe that lie. You can go to my, if you go to my Discord, the link is, I don't think it's expired. Go to my Stand store. The Discord should be at the top. We have a bunch of success stories in like a channel. How'd you go about manifesting an ideal body? What I did, I told myself I look exactly how I want to look. Can you manifest bleach not drying your hair out when you dye it? Yes. Everything is your creation. Nothing has any like fixed meaning. How do you rate the list method? I mean, I like it because it's fun to like list out the things that I want at this current moment and come back like a month or two later and see how many things manifested. Like it's fun. But I don't look at it as like a method. I just look at it as like a goal, like list of goals or shit. How'd you go about manifesting? I already answered that. How did you manifest to study mechanical engineering? I just told myself I'm in college studying mechanical engineering. That's all I did. So should I just assume my SP is getting my thoughts and he will reach out? Y'all in this, my SP is getting my thoughts and my SP is receiving my feelings and my SP is da da da. Your SP is just you. So whatever you assume to be true, your SP has to project. So if you assume that you and your SP are together and you're sticking to that to that being who you are, that has to happen. The more you try to control the thoughts and the feelings and shit like that, the more you're gonna be stuck. Because you're going to be aware that you don't have what you want, but you're going to try to control what's going on outside of you. Let go of control and control how you only can. You can only control what's going on internally. External is only your projection of what you have internally. So if you're telling yourself that you have your SP and everything's perfect, the external has to reflect that. The more you're trying to like, okay, let me just go ahead and think some thoughts so my SP could think about me for a second and maybe he'll text me. What does that mean? Would you be doing that if you had it? I need an elaboration on why circumstances don't matter like ever. The reason why circumstances don't matter is because, look, okay. You know what? Let's do this. Well, do I have a draw app on this? I don't think so. This is the only way I'm going to be able to like make shit visual. Okay. Hold on. Let me go over here. Okay. Are y'all looking? Y'all are looking? Oh, that's kind. Okay. Y'all are looking? Okay. Boom. What? Why isn't it drawing? Oh, shit. Okay. Boom. This is my SP blocking me. Okay? So, when I choose a new story, this is what is essentially happening. Now, this is a story where I have my SP. The only thing that can get rid of this is if I choose a new story. Your circumstances don't matter when, in the sense of that when you choose something new, that circumstance is automatically canceled out. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't exist. It's played out. For example, so the pencil, this is what's going on in your 3D. This is your 3D, right? The eraser, this is you telling yourself, okay, that doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Okay. Well, the eraser isn't fucking erasing shit. Hold on. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. It doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Cool. You're telling yourself that. That's what's true. And this is you telling yourself that me and my SP are together. And that's your story. As long as you don't take that stupid ass eraser and tell yourself it's not working, manifestation isn't working, it's not here yet, then it's going to continue to be here yet. It's going to continue to be here. But the more you keep telling yourself, it's not working, it's not here yet, where is it, 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 what the fuck do you think is going to happen? It's going to go, it's going to go away. It's going to disappear. It's going to vanish. But guess what? You can always choose it again and say, me and my SP are still together. And that's what's going to happen. As long as you don't take that dumbass eraser and erase it. That's why your circumstances don't matter. Can you break down your SP as you? Like we're just reflecting each other to do this. Okay. Hold on. I gotta find like an open space. How do I things? Okay. So y'all see me. This is me. So this is what everything is a projection of me. Okay, I'm just gonna draw a few lines out. Okay, y'all see that? Okay? Now I want y'all to notice how there's nobody else in this circle. I am the only Roblox character in this circle. But there are other characters appearing in my awareness. I'm not going to draw all of them because I don't feel like doing all that bullshit. There are other people appearing in my awareness. But notice how I'm the only Roblox character who can do shit. They're only projecting me. So if I have the assumption that my SP hates me, and I'm like, oh, he hates me. Like, he just doesn't like me at all. Okay? Like, I'm told myself that I'm just like, he hates me. Like, he doesn't like me. My SP has to project that back to me because my SP is just me. They don't have a choice. Okay? So the same way how you can sit there and you can take your little eraser, and you can be like, no, he doesn't hate me actually. He doesn't hate me. He actually loves me. He loves me. This is what I'm telling myself is true. And guess what has to happen? He has to project it back to me. Why? Because my SP is just me appearing in a different body in my awareness. That's all they are. That's all what my SP is. That's their job. That's their job. They've been doing that all your life. So if you do not like what you're experiencing, what do? You take that eraser and you choose a new story. I spelled that in so horribly. I don't care. There you go. It's not about picking, because here's the thing. It does not matter what you say. Like, the words that you say don't matter. The only thing that matters is the meaning behind it. So if I'm telling myself, me and my SP are together, like I made that decision, that is what's true. All I have to do is stick to that no matter what I see, feel, or experience. The same way, how if I tell myself, me and my SP are together, okay, I made that decision. This is what's going on. This is my truth. As long as I don't tell myself that is not true, it's going to happen. It doesn't have anything to do with your thoughts. Actually, okay. Look at this. Okay. This is you making a conscious decision that your SP's together. These are the negative thoughts. These are the feelings. These are the doubts. These are the limiting beliefs. These are the contradicting thoughts, whatever the fuck. These are the blockages that you guys assume you have. Notice how they are over here. It are over here what's your decision. Because they have no power. This is, you remember, your consciousness. This is your conscious side where you made that conscious decision. Your consciousness having a human experience. So what comes along with the human experience? Negative thoughts, feelings, beliefs, doubts, the 3D. You cannot humanly manifest. If you could humanly manifest, the whole internal is just a projection of who you are externally would not exist, and none of you guys will give a fuck about manifestation. Okay. So, the only thing that can fuck up your manifestation is if you take that eraser. I want to make it bigger. Can I make it bigger? Oh my gosh, I can. If you take that eraser and you tell yourself, nope, this isn't true. It's not working. It's not here. You make that conscious thought. That is different than you having a negative thought out of nowhere. A thought appearing in your awareness saying, it's not here yet. I don't have it. It's not here yet. That's just a negative thought. No matter how big or loud that negative thought is, guess what? It's still over here. It can't do anything. That's over here. It can't do anything unless you give power to that negative thought. And you have that negative thought. You're like, oh my gosh, wait, that might be true. He must not be here yet because I don't see him. Now, you just erased everything because you agreed with a negative thought. But guess what you can do? Since your source in every new moment is a new moment where you can choose a new story, You can go back and be like, wait, nope, hold on, what am I doing? I still have him. They do. Hold on, let me go to the notes app. Hold on. I didn't know they had a drawing feature. That would be fucking amazing. Like, if they really do that, if they really do have a drawing feature, like, that would be like beautiful. So hold on. Let me see if they do. I don't know if it's on laptop. Maybe on iPad. Yeah, I think that's only on iPad. Wait. No. Yeah, that's only on iPad. Oh well. Damn, why did I leave? Fuck. Now I gotta go and redo my example because y'all are asking about detachment. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go back and draw my example. This is your decision. Me and my SP are together. Negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So when you make that decision, when I said all you have to do is make a decision, me and my SP are together, I never said you have to detach. I never said you have to act as if. I never said you have to feel it real. I never said you have to do anything else. Because all that matters is your conscious decision. Why? Because you are a consciousness having a human experience. When you're detaching from something, you're humanly deciding to not give a fuck about what's going on here. But guess what? Since it's on this side, on the human side, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't matter. You're humanly detaching. You just don't care about it. That decision is still there. It's still what's true. But it's no difference from you caring about it, thinking about it every single day. You can think about it all day. It doesn't matter. Because your thoughts don't matter. Because guess what's over here? It's not over here. It is recording. My lives are always posted on YouTube. Well, not always, but I am recording this live. And this will be posted on YouTube. So don't worry. You will be able to watch this back. I'm going to post it like right after I finish this live. But I want to be heartless and not care. Well, you can always come over here and make the conscious decision to not care and be heartless. You can make that decision. You can change it. Okay, when you're manifesting, it's not only about trying to manifest an SP or money or tangible things within the 3D. You can change the way you think. You can change your mindset. You don't need steps for that. Just do it right now. Tell yourself internally, I am heartless. I do not care about this man. Tell yourself, make that decision. And stick to it. You mind if I ask, how do not care about time in deciding that you're together? You could just tell yourself that you don't care about time. But here's the thing. Let's go back over here, the human side. Your ego, which is also a part of the human side, will always give a fuck about time. Yes. Yes, that is what's true. I'm sorry. But you will always have thoughts about time. Where is it? It's not here yet. But those thoughts are over here. They don't matter. It doesn't alternate what's over here. It doesn't. Until you start to make the conscious decision that since you're worrying about time, that means you don't have it. Thoughts on third party, make the decision that they're not here anymore. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. Third parties is the same thing as you manifesting a cup of coffee. All you're doing, okay. Let me go over here. Can I make a line? Because I feel like if I can make a line, it will make like things easier. Oh my gosh, I can. Okay, perfect. Okay, so y'all see this line? This is a timeline. So right now I am experiencing me and my SP not being together, okay? This is what's going on in this timeline. This is where I am right now, okay? And my SP, let's say he's with a third party. He's with a girl with some blonde hair, okay? That's what he's doing. He's with a cute little blonde. I drew that so horribly. Don't judge me, okay? That's the third party. All I have to do to make this go away is decide that it's not true anymore. It's not true. It doesn't matter. Why? Because I'm source and everything is available to me. There's nothing stopping me from making that decision. And now, since everything is gone, I can make the decision that me and my SP are happily together. Let me draw a rainbow. Can I draw a rainbow? This is gonna be an ugly ass rainbow. Hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why is it so ill? Hold on. Okay. Boom. I can make that decision. How to get rid of doubt. Let's go back over here. So remember when I told you how the only thing that matters is what's going on this side, the conscious side. You making that conscious decision. Doubts are once again over here. I don't care how many doubts you have a day. I don't care how much you don't believe that it doesn't exist. Guess what? It's over here. It's never gonna come over here. It's not gonna do anything. It has no power over you. It doesn't. The doubts might feel real. I'm not trying to do. I'm not trying to tell you that your doubts don't feel real. They're gonna feel real, yeah. But it's easier to understand that they don't matter instead of trying to force yourself to not have doubts. What's your opinion and advice on revision, specifically about revising drama to have never happened? Okay, let's go over here. Let's do another timeline. Okay. So, okay. So let's say this is Monday. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is Tuesday. Y'all, it's hard to draw in here. Please don't judge me. This is Monday. This is Tuesday, okay? Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. Let's say on Monday, me and my SP, we got into an argument, okay? Oh, my bad. Me and my SP, we got into an argument, okay? That's what happened. We got into an argument. We fought, whatever. Not fist fighting, obviously. I don't do the domestic violence in GTA. Don't ban me TikTok. I love TikTok shop. But let's say we got into an argument. Tuesday. What is over here? Nothing. You see how nothing's here? You see how I can't go back and experience Monday because I'm in Tuesday? So Monday essentially doesn't exist anymore. Oh shit. Doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. It doesn't exist. Tuesday is all that matters. So on Tuesday, what the fuck? Tuesday, I could choose a new story. Now, I'm not saying that you can't choose a new story until the next day. It's just that it's easier to explain it while using days of the week. But what is actually going on, every new moment is a new moment. So, essentially, if it is 5:46 right now, and this is what's going, let's say in 5:46, I am doing whatever. At 5:47, it's a new moment. 5:46 does not exist anymore. I cannot go back and experience 5:46 because it doesn't exist. The only thing that exists right now is 5:47. 5:46 is gone. I want you guys to try to go back and experience what happened to you at your 13th birthday. Go experience your 13th birthday. You can't because it doesn't exist. Go experience what happened to you 10 minutes ago. You can't because it doesn't exist. There was no argument. You guys are perfect. The only moment that exists is now when we're able to make a new story. When you make a decision, how's your thought process like throughout the day while facing stuff? Thank you. Okay, let's go back over here. Remember, the only thing that matters is your conscious decision. So, if I have a negative thought process, like let's say I'm having negative thoughts throughout the day naturally, like I'm just down and sad and upset. I'm just crying all day. Okay? I'm crying all day. This is me crying all day. Guess where it is? Over here. So does it matter? Nope. So let's say I have a positive thought process. I'm very happy. I've been happy all day. I've been cheerful. I've been affirming. I've been keeping a good mental diet. Guess where that also is? Over here. So does it matter? No. Now, am I telling you guys to choose to think negatively? No, because who wants to do that? You're going to feel bad. But if you happen to have negative thoughts and feel very negatively, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I feel like you guys are understanding, but you guys are like, it's like you'll understand what I'll say, but like you'll think about your situation and you'll assume that it's different. I don't care what you're trying to manifest. All you have to do is make a conscious decision that you have it right now. That's it. You make that decision, that's true. As long as you don't make another conscious decision and say that it's not true, then it's going to be true. I don't care what happens over here. I don't care about your thoughts. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about the 3D. I don't care about what you do in the 3D. It doesn't matter. No power of you. Faith is something of the human. Once again, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I've realized I'm a visual learner too, so I feel like people understand better when it's like visually like I'm like drawing it out in comparison to like me telling you like, oh, your circumstances don't matter, blah 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 blah. So even if we, yes, this is recorded. Even if we agree to the bad thoughts, we just have to say we're still together. Exactly, because once you make that conscious decision that because of your bad thoughts and you're agreeing with it and you're like, oh my gosh, like I don't have it anymore. Hold on, where the fuck is the eraser? And you're like, I don't have it anymore. Hold on, let me erase this. Okay, and your manifestation is fucked up or messed up, even though it can't be fucked up or messed up. You can always take your pencil and tell yourself, remind yourself, and return to that decision. Wait, no, I still have it. Yes, missing him is an emotion. Doesn't matter. If your man goes to the store for 2 hours, you're gonna miss him. Just because you miss him doesn't mean that you don't have him. The attachment is something of the human over here. Is it necessary? I want y'all to look at this line. Y'all see this line? Y'all see how if I have 1,000, a billion negative thoughts a day, they're just negative thoughts and they don't contradict what I have over here? They don't. They do not contradict anything. Contradicting thoughts do not manifest. They don't matter. Thoughts appearing in your awareness have no power unless you give them power. So it's all about what we consciously think now. Exactly. Exactly. It's about what you're consciously deciding and thinking and assuming to be true, not your random thoughts. I just came back. Oh, I'm doing a visual of like conscious decisions and like your negative thoughts, emotions, feelings, doubts, and how they don't matter because they're separated. And this is the human side, conscious side. Consciousness having a human experience. So you're going to experience negative thoughts and stuff like that, but they don't matter. But yeah. Can you do a visual and ignore the 3D? You don't have to ignore the 3D. Hold on, let me think of one before I do it. Okay, no, I don't feel like doing. I can't think of a visual, so I'm just gonna explain. The reason why you don't have to ignore the 3D is because what you're essentially doing is that like you're trying to ignore who you used to be. Why are you doing that? There's no point. You're just ignoring an old story. If you have it, would you be trying to ignore the 3D? Ignoring the 3D is just you seeing truth in it. It's better to observe and acknowledge that it's not true. I never ignore the 3D. I don't ignore my feelings. I let them happen because I know they don't matter. 3D doesn't matter. Feelings don't matter. Thoughts don't matter. Beliefs don't matter. Doubts don't matter. What if my results are tomorrow and I decided I would pass it? Well, you'll pass it since that's what you said. What about death of someone? Is it irreversible? I don't necessarily assume so. Now, I've never tried to manifest death. In my opinion, anything is possible because there's a reality where that person is not dead, in my opinion. But if I ever lose somebody, I feel like nobody really ever dies. I feel like people, like they're I feel like that is them talking to me. If I feel their presence, that is them right there because they're not restricted to their human body anymore. I had my first run with some I am hater. What the girl? See, it's easier to just ignore them. They're gonna end up going to I am anyways. How do you think LOA and magic work together? Magic is just like, if I use like spell work is just a method within LOA. How do you not think it's something that takes longer? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, if you're new, I would. Oh, wait, sorry for the question. Why do some people's man? Oh, okay. So here's the thing. If I assume that it takes me a month, if I'm like, okay, let's say I manifest an SP for the first time. Let's say it took 3 weeks. Okay. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it takes 3 weeks for me to manifest an SP because I'm using a past experience to dictate what's going on right now. Okay. I try to manifest another SP and I'm going on TikTok and I'm seeing people manifest SPs in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 10 days. And I'm like, damn, why does mine take 3 weeks? What the fuck? Who is deciding that? Who is making that choice? Me. I'm telling myself that it takes 3 weeks for me to manifest an SP. I'm telling myself that it takes a long time. I'm making my own rules. So if I don't want to keep experiencing that, all I have to do is tell myself, no, it doesn't take a long time to manifest an SP. No, it doesn't take 3 weeks. Okay, hold on. How long have I been live? Well, I've been live for 48 minutes. How can I deal with the mirror from manifesting a physical change? Oh, wait, hold on. My button went away. But the mirror doesn't matter. You can look in the mirror. You can look at how you used to look. It does not matter. As long as you know you look exactly how you want to look, you're perfect. Let me. This is too big. How do I make it smaller? Oh, well. Okay, I'm just going to put... Hold on. Do y'all think I should do more visuals? There you go. Okay. Do y'all think I should do more visuals? I liked it. Can you talk about manifesting success university? Everything is manifesting the same. Everything is manifested the same way. Everything. The same way how I want to manifest $1 million is the same way how if I want to manifest having a good day today. Nothing is separate from me, but the negative thoughts are. What people mean by nothing is separate from me, it's like, okay, what that essentially means is that everything is just you, right? We already understand that. I'm pretty sure you already understand that concept. But with the negative thoughts, they are a part of your human experience. Thoughts are a part of your human experience. Emotions are a part of your human experience. Once again, you cannot humanly manifest. If you could humanly manifest, you could change the 3D within the 3D. If you could humanly manifest, that means I could think something, and that's all I have to do in order for it to happen. And I don't have to make an actual decision. And I don't have to stick to anything. Right? If you could humanly manifest, that means every single one of your thoughts will come true as soon as you think them. That means your reality will not look the way it looks like right now. So it's not that your negative thoughts aren't not you. It's just that they are a part of your ego. They're a part of the 3D, your human version of you. Your conscious having a human experience. So you're going to experience having negative thoughts, but they don't do anything. They're just a part of the human experience. How do I manifest passing an exam in a few days? You pass that exam no matter what. Why do people say we manifest instantly, but it doesn't pop up right away? I love explaining instant manifestation, but at the same time I don't, because it's like it's not long, but it's like it's a lot. Anyways, okay. Instant manifestation it's true, but it's not. It's like, okay. So reality responds to who you've been being. Reality responds to who you've been choosing to be without physical proof or evidence. So once I tell myself I have something, as long as I stick to it, my dominant identity, who I've been being, is going to change. The 3D is a mirror of my dominant identity. Once my dominant identity changes, the 3D has to change. You won't have to question if it changed because it will slap you in the face. If it's not here yet, that is direct feedback to stick to having it no matter what. It's not about, okay, how do I make it my dominant identity? It's about choosing to be that thing no matter what. Your dominant identity is who you've been being without physical proof or evidence. Who you know to be, who you are, who you're choosing to be. I'm great. How are you? But that's what instant manifestation is. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying you can't manifest fast. You can most definitely manifest fast. You can assume that you manifest instantly or fast or, well, instantly, that's dumb. Okay, anyways, you can assume you manifest fast. You can assume that you manifest within seconds or in minutes, and that's just your story. You can choose that story. And you make it dominate by returning to the decision no matter what. Exactly. Exactly. Now, don't confuse dominant identity with dominant thoughts. Dominant thoughts is like, okay, I have to force myself to think this every single second of the day so it can be my dominant thought. So reality can check my dominant thought. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Yes, watching Eric's success stories is definitely very, like, it's beautiful. That's what helped me a lot. That's why I would see myself right before I go to college. I might like have like a long video of reading success stories and stuff like that. That's why it's so detrimental to look at a 3D and assume you're doing something wrong. No, that means that you don't have it yet. So that means that you have to stick to having it. That's all you have to do. It is not, I look in a 3D, I don't see what I want. That means I have to change my method or I have to change the way I'm manifesting. Yes, I'm 18, y'all. Can you explain more about dominant thoughts versus dominant identity? Dominant thoughts is like, okay, the whole like concept of dominant thoughts is that you have to continue to think something throughout the day. So it's the thought that you've thought the most or some bullshit. And you have to keep that thought in your head so it can manifest. Dominant identity is who you are choosing to be without physical proof or evidence. I can choose to be this thing and live my life. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to force myself to think positive thoughts because remember how I explained. Your thoughts don't do anything. Your thoughts don't matter. They're human. They're a part of the human side. The only thing that matters is your conscious decision. As long as I keep my conscious decision there, that is what my dominant identity is going to switch to. Once my dominant identity switches, instant reflection, instant manifestation. Let's go back to that visual. I hope Roblox did not kick me out. Okay, it did. It didn't. Beautiful. Okay, so look at this, y'all. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Let me go ahead and go up, actually. Okay. Boom. So, if you want to change your dominant identity, I'm going to explain to you how to do it. You make a conscious decision that you have what you want, okay? You made that decision. That's over here. You've made that decision. Over here, thoughts, feelings, beliefs, doubts, mood swings, emotions, 3D, ego, blah, 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 okay? In order for this to become my dominant identity, which is over here, which is what reflects instantly into the 3D, all I have to do is keep this over here. That's all I have to do. Stick to having it no matter what I see, feel, or experience. Compared to dominant thoughts, which is you forcing yourself to think something throughout the day. Forcing it. You're just forcing yourself to think that thought, think those thoughts. You're forcing it. In comparison to you making that decision and living your life. And letting yourself have a human experience, which comes with the negative thoughts, the negative emotions, negative feelings, because they don't do shit. They're over here. So no, you do not have to do affirmations every literal second. No, not at all. Not at all. Now I'm going to talk to the people who assume that you need to affirm, but it's building a new identity takes really long. No. That is not what I've been saying. Building an identity does not take a long time. Unless you assume so. Why? Because everything is your story. Why? Because your source, so you can choose whatever you want to experience. So if you're assuming that building an identity takes a long time, it's going to take a long time. Act as if you are a director and you're writing at the script. Act as if you're a game developer and you're writing at the script. If you decide and you make that decision, no, actually building an identity takes a short time, that's what's going to happen. Robotic affirmations prevent you from wavering? Well, yes, in a sense, but guess what? What if I told you that wavering doesn't fucking matter? Why? Because this is your consciousness having a human experience. This is the conscious side with your conscious decision and blah blah blah. This is your human. I should have drawn the 3D over there. Hold on, I don't feel like fixing that. I'm gonna get the off. Anyways, so you wavering, like let's say I'm going throughout the day and where's my cursor? I'm going throughout the day and I start randomly having negative thoughts, okay? That's over here. It can't do anything that's over here. It can't change who you've decided to be. Wavering doesn't do shit. My actual definition of wavering is if I'm telling myself that I don't have what I want. I'm making that conscious decision, which is essentially erasing all of this. I'm telling myself, actually, no, I don't have it because I don't see it yet. Now it's gone. But guess what? Since everything is available to me at this moment, I can choose a new story. I can go back and be like, well, actually, no, I do have it. So after I waver, I can go right back. This is what you guys think wavering is. You guys think that this is what you guys think manifestation is. It's like a timeline, right? It's like a progress bar. So this is you've been affirming, blah 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 blah. You're filling up that progress bar, okay? You're filling it up, you're filling it up, filling it up. Boom. Let's say you wake up, boom, you start wavering. You start having negative thoughts as soon as you wake up. This is what you guys think. This is what you guys think what happens. No. Just because you have some negative thoughts, it doesn't delete the quote unquote progress. Yes, this is Roblox. I don't know how else to draw on a MacBook, so this is what we got. Girl, yeah, they probably think I'm stupid as fuck. They like, what the fuck is this bitch doing over here drawing fucking zigzags everywhere? Doesn't wavering take longer? I'm lost. What do you mean wavering take longer? Like, what do you mean? Like, are you saying like is wavering like wait, okay, yeah, I'm really confused. What do you mean like does wavering take longer? I'm gonna get to bridge of incidents. Let me write that down so I don't remember. Bridge. Okay. But yeah, what do you mean wavering takes longer? Wavering causes delays. Oh, okay. Let me tell y'all what a delay actually is. You randomly having thoughts throughout the day is not, you're not causing delays. You're not causing delays. Why? Because this is still here. What actually causes a delay is me making the conscious decision that I don't have what I want. That is what wavering actually is. That is me making the decision that it's not here yet. I don't have it. Now, guess what? It's not here. That will cause a delay. Yes. But if you know how reality works, it's very easy to not cause a delay because you're not trying to control all of your negative thoughts because guess what? Your conscious is having a human experience. So this is going to happen. And you know that all you have to do is just stick to this decision. That's it. Yes, you could think anything. I feel like people have turned manifestation into from this fun, whimsical thing where you can get whatever you want to like you being locked in a cage and you only being able to do certain things. You have to affirm all the time. You have to have a mental diet. You have to control your thoughts. You can't have doubts. You can't have feelings. You can't have emotions. You have to affirm through the feelings. Man, swerve. Girl, yes, they turned manifestation to a job, and I used to hate it. Like, I used to hate it. Do we need conviction in our decisions? I'm still confused about the identity shifting about I don't know what to ask. Okay. Because you assume that everything that you're afraid of ends up happening. Oh, wait. Fuck. Okay. Hold on. Conviction person, I'm going to come back to you. Let me draw this so I don't remember, so I don't forget. Bridge incidents. Now, let me think about that for a second. Okay, wait. So, hold on. I don't even remember what you were asking. I just remembered you bringing it up. Hold on. Yeah, what do you think about bridge incidents? I feel like this is what you guys are technically doing. You're like looking within the 3D. This is the 3D. You're looking in the 3D, trying to see if there are bridge incidents to prove that your manifestation is on the way. But what you're essentially doing is you're just assuming that you don't have it because you're looking for bridge incidents. Because if you already had it, you wouldn't be looking for the bridge incidents, babe. You wouldn't be doing that. So the incidents or the unfolding or the movement, it's going to happen because things have to make like if you like what manifestation is a natural thing. It's something you've always been doing. So things are going to happen in a very natural way. So you will definitely experience an unfolding unless you decide to divorce linearity or that whole concept or whatever. We're not going to get into that yet. But you do not have to be hyper focused on the bridge incidents. You doing that, you're just doing yourself a disfavor. As long as you stick to your decision and you don't give a fuck about what you see outside of yourself, because if you know the 3D is just a projection of you, why the fuck are you waiting for the 3D to prove you right? When the 3D is waiting for you to choose what's going on so the 3D can prove you right. It's like you're looking in the mirror wearing a purple shirt and and you're like, okay, where is my red shirt? But the mirror is looking back at you like, bitch, I'm waiting for you to put on the red shirt. Like, what's going on with that? Like, I'm waiting for you. Okay. Fuck, what was the C? What was the C for? Um, Conviction. Okay. This is what conviction is. Conviction is not a feeling. Conviction is like, hold on. Timeline. Okay. So, this is what conviction is. Please act like this is like a sentence because I don't feel like drawing out I don't just act like this is a sentence, okay? Can y'all do that for me? Please act like I'm like drawing out a sentence, okay? Conviction is the period at the end of the sentence. I'm deciding that this is what's true. This is what I'm experiencing, and I'm not accepting anything else. That's the period. I'm not erasing it. I'm not doing anything because this is what's true. This is what's going on. I'm deciding that this is what's true right now with conviction. It's not, I'm deciding, but if this happens, I'm deciding, but this, I'm deciding, but it's not here. No, you're making a decision and you're sticking to it. That's conviction. Okay, now I have been on here for a little bit over an hour. I did not think I was going to be on here for that long. So, well, I will say to y'all, I do have a sale going on. I do have free videos. If you have any more questions, I suggest to go to my Stand store. Go to my Discord. It's free. There are a bunch of people in there who are willing to answer your questions. So you don't have to be waiting for my next live. If you need something answered like at this very moment, I would say go ask in my Discord. I might even reply if I'm free, right? If I'm not free, then I'm not going to be there. But if I'm free, I'll be there. I'll be able to answer. Do not DM me. My DMs are only open to people who are asking about services. Why? Because if I answered all of my DMs that were relating to manifestation questions, girl, I would have to answer about over